Hey guys, how's it going? I got a video here for y'all. I know I haven't got a video up in quite some time, and quite honestly, I actually have in the past couple of months recorded quite a few videos. I just haven't had that much time to connect to the internet and upload. But as you can see, this video right here is going to be about RailPro. I have got some RailPro now. I got this from DCC Train through AK and Rob and their online store and pre-order service. You can contact them on their website or through YouTube, and they have very fast shipping, very good customer service, and very good pricing. I really like being able to talk directly to the people ordering the products and knowing, what's going on. Just really great service, and I really appreciate them. I actually also ordered this scale trains through them, and I know they do probably some of the best prices on Athearn. And I know that Chris from Athearn has come and done live streams before with AK and Rob in their store in Cincinnati, Ohio. So without any further talking, let's get right into this. This will be an unboxing. I was kind of excited, so I took it out of the box that it came in. Everybody has seen the boxes that the post office provides, so I don't think anybody really needs to see that. But this is the HC2, so this is the handheld controller. It's not the one with the PW56 or the power with it. The reason that I went with this one first is because I have a really good idea that I'm going to want to switch over to this system, but I want to keep DCC on my railroad. And the great thing about this is you can run your trains on DCC. So my power for my track will remain my DCS 51 Zephyr, and then I plan on actually adding a Wi-Fi interface from that, so I'll be able to use my RailPro. I'll be able to use the Digitrax and also the cell phones to control the trains. But yeah, without any further talking, let's get on here and open this up. This is the box with the HC2, and in here I have ordered 3 of the RailPro radio decoders. So let's just pop this open. I feel like I'm a lot less efficient with the screwdriver when I'm looking through the camera, but usually when I unbox stuff, I set the camera down. Here we go. So we got a nice good sized box. User manual. Let's check that out first. See if there's any. Oh, it's just lots of words. But oh, there is some pictures. Shows how to set it up. Actually follow a guy on YouTube. I think his channel's like K-Pack or something, and he has some of the best videos on setting up this RailPro that I have seen. This shows literally how this works. So the way that this is supposed to work is, I think this is supposed to be a touch screen. Yeah, wow, check that out. All right, so I have, let's see what we have in the box here. Looks like we get so in the box, looks like you get a cable. I think that's to connect it to a computer. You get or actually to charge it probably. Charger. And then the unit. So I don't know if it's going to have any kind of power in it right now. Check back in a second. Wow, so I just literally touched the screen and it came on. Show you how cool this is. Let's see here. It says the battery's kind of low. So locomotives. Don't have any locomotives. turnouts, accessories. Actually, the touch screen, I'm kind of impressed with this. It's not, you got to touch it a little bit like more robust than you would a cell phone, but to me that's okay because the screen kind of has a there's the power on. The screen kind of has like a plastic, kind of like a ruggedized feel to it. So it's a little bit different than a cell phone screen. And then there's the knob down here at the bottom. It's real nice and smooth. Seems like it's just a continuous turn knob, so it's not like it will get stuck at any point. Just turn continuously either way, so that's pretty cool. So if I put power off, right? So if I power it on, wow, that's fast. It powers on amazingly fast. So I think the way this is supposed to work is you download the files to your computer and then load them on this controller, and then the actual sound files load from the controller onto the locomotives. We're going to test this out. But this is not DCC, guys. This is actually radio control the same way that you would control like an RC car or something like that. It uses direct radio communication. And let's open up these. I'm going to open this paper up. I'm going to set the camera down for a second. Alright guys, I have 3 of them here. 1, 2, and 3. And I actually opened one of them up to show you what is in this small package. And I also opened this locomotive up to show you the size comparison of this to the locomotive, as far as fitting in this locomotive, comparing it to the size of like a regular decoder. So this is what it comes like in the package. Okay, that's what it comes like in the package. This is everything that comes in it. This is the 2 backing pieces of paper. It's not really much of a book. There's this little manual that comes here. It says it's equipped with Railsonic HD sound system, silent drive, all this different stuff. There's a lot more information on the Ring Engineering website. A little piece of foam that holds it in place in the packaging. Got that there, the FCC rules, because this is a radio device. This is not DCC. Actually though, this is DCC and radio. The cool thing about the LM3S versus the LM2S, so the way these modules work is the LM2 was decoder only, that was radio only, and the LM2S was a sound decoder that was radio only. And then they came out with the LM3 series. The LM3 was a decoder only that was radio and DCC, and the LM3S, which I have, is radio and DCC and sound. It comes with this little harness. I believe this harness is for pickups or function wires. I have to read more on their website how it works. But you can see here, locomotive, like the average size. It's really about the same size as regular decoder. I mean, I've seen some, I think the regular lock sound decoders are slightly smaller than this, not width-wise, but I mean, a 21 pin decoder is obviously going to be smaller than this. But considering that this is a plug-and-play system, you literally take the shell off your locomotive and plug and play this in. As long as you have this 8-pin plug already on the board of your locomotive, you should be good. Unless you want to do any other kind of fancy stuff like keep alives and stuff like that. I think that might be what, I'm not sure. Not gonna say because I'm not sure yet, but I know that it will fit under the hood of one of these small hood units, as they call them. And they're supposed to be great sound. And the best thing is that you can program. So I don't know if you guys remember from my other video where I was programming the TCS WOW sound and programming the Tsunami 2 sound and all that. And I was also trying to use that program on the computer to program decoders, which the thing with DCC is that since it's an open source program, open source system, that the DCC, like, the only way that manufacturers can compete is by making new and special features that kind of creates a proprietary system within the open source system in order for them to compete in the DCC world. A good example of that is how Locksound has their proprietary DCC programmer, DCC tester for their decoders. You got to load the sound through their programmer. You got to buy it. It's like $156. And, you know, all those things considered, then you got to hope that it works with your Digitrax controller. The way this works, you have the control system, the throttle system, sound system, all in the same manufacturer. If you have a problem with it, that was the one problem I had with the TCS WOW sound was, you know, you call TCS, they tell you it's Digitrax's problem. You call Digitrax, they say it's TCS's problem. You have one manufacturer. It's not an open source system, so they can really quality control and refine how the system works a lot better than any manufacturer in DCC can. But the cool thing about this is that it's designed to operate on DCC, and you can actually program the way that these decoders operate on DCC through this throttle. So you're not going to use a DCC system to change the CVs and anything like that. There's no CVs on this. It responds to CVs, but you don't change the CVs. I could be a little bit wrong about that, but from the research that I've been doing, basically you use this to program how it's going to respond. So it speaks the language of DCC, but it's not DCC. Kind of like the same way that the MTH system speaks the language of DCC, but it's not DCC. But from what I'm understanding, this is really, I'm thinking this might be the way of the future for model trains, because there's so many more features that you can do with a radio control than you can with control through the rails. You don't have to worry about dirty track or anything like that. There's a lot of, you know, you don't have to worry about all these signal boosters and power boosters, and you just make power go over the track. You can actually set these up to run over battery power as well. So they're a true dead rail. It can be a true dead rail system as well if you want it to be. If you don't want to do that, it's probably simpler to just plug the rails into a DC power pack, an old school DC power pack, and the system, it'll take pretty much any power and run it according to the website. But we're going to test all these theories out on this channel soon after this. Guys, thanks for watching, and be looking up for some more upcoming videos. I got some great rail fanning videos about to come out. And I'm also been I've been editing my last video from Korea, which is the tour of the Korean Railroad Museum. All right, guys, highball on from here. Later.